Joe Biden remains a much bigger man than I. He will always be a bigger man.
Well, yeah.
That's why he's president, and I'm in my basement.
Uh-huh.
See, he's like, I thank them. Because, right, any person that gets vaccinated and their life gets saved, fine.
Yes.
Except for that guy on TV yesterday that was just intubated and had COVID and said he still wouldn't get vaccinated even when he gets out, and he doesn't want to go back and do it again because something.
Whatever.
Right, because he said the vaccine would be worse than having this again.
Are you on Team Chris with that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
that guy can move along now. Thanks for playing.
For God's sake, just die.
Do we have our Thin from the Herd game show? I'm Team Chris for a couple of
dark turn.
select
Thanks
people.
for playing people who need to be thinned from the herd.
Oh, I'll add this guy this morning. Stephen Hartmann, a 34-year-old congregant of Hillsong Church and graduate of Hillsong College, 34.
Oh, yes.
Who tweeted, I got 99 problems, but vax ain't one of them, died Wednesday after a month-long bout with coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am not sad.
It does not give me pleasure of any kind.
Not sad.
It's just, okay. All right. Yeah. Did you see the guy I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's interviewed in his hospital bed.
Yeah.
And he's, okay. All right. So, all right. Also, what time is it, Travis? And why is Christopher Wray still head of the FBI? And can we get Senator Sheldon Whitehouse on? I need him. I need him.
You need to snuggle up against him?
Okay. Whether it's these books or just like, freedom of information or stuff that's coming out now, doesn't it? I don't know if it makes it better or worse. That everything we knew at the time and said at the time. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
It's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Than what we thought. But, okay. What did we call him? Oh, Judge Rapey McPerjury, or Judge Drinky McBarfs-a-lot. Either one. Brett Kavanaugh. No business on the Supreme Court.
No.
We've got to get Nancy Pelosi's balls across the line. Across the line. There's no reason he shouldn't be impeached. You cannot have a perjurer on a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court.
Fair.
Not to mention a rapist, allegedly. Is that alleged?
Yeah, still alleged.
Whatever.
He hasn't been convicted.
Okay. 4,500 tips?
That's a lot.
Our friend Noel Castler tweeted, today's news, the FBI turned some of the 4,500 tips about Kavanaugh over to the White House. Puts Trump's comments that he saved his life in a new light, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Remember that's that audio? He was very disappointed about Kavanaugh saved his life.
Mm-hmm.
That it was like didn't Sheldon Whitehouse say that at the time? It was a dump line. It wasn't a tip line. They just 4,500. I don't know if there's fire. That's a lot of smoke.
And when they turn the most serious ones over to the White House, that's so that they can get their spin ready for when these things go public.
Instead of actually Okay, what have I said? What have I said?
You said many things.
I have said I don't trust Chris Wray.
Oh, as far as you can throw him.
Yes. And okay. Right. Judd Legum said, so if I have this right, during the FBI quote-unquote investigation of Kavanaugh, the FBI set up a fake tip line where they forwarded relevant tips to the White House. FBI Director Wray testified that this sham process was done by the book, and Wray is still FBI director for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have a perjurer as the head of the FBI or on the Supreme Court. That's the other... Okay. Everybody was all over this on the Twitters. I don't even know where to start. It's just, it goes so many layers deep with this. Okay. Norm Ornstein, thank you, said Senate Democrats need to demand all the documents in the National Archives withheld from the confirmation hearing that show Kavanaugh lied repeatedly to the Senate about his relationship with Manny Miranda. A liar should not be on the Supreme Court. I'm now trying to go back because I knew there's been so many, I don't know what you want to call them since then. Since the tragedy of the Brett Kavanaugh confirmation. I mean, just what is the story about the woman that worked with Ken Starr?
Yeah.
Talked about his judicial temperament, her screaming at her with his finger in his hand.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just his demeanor alone at the hearing should have been enough to, okay. My favorite, Alexandra Chalupa, said, bigger problem. A mentally unstable criminal backed by the Kremlin was installed in the White House with the help of a Russian military intel operation, and he secured 3 Supreme Court justices, and the wife of another justice called for an election to be voided to keep him in power. Yeah. Clarence Thomas, oh my God.
Yeah.
How is he? Okay, Greg tweets the fix was so incredibly in. Now we have a Supreme Court justice who is highly blackmailable and possibly owned by whoever zeroed out his substantial debt. That was never answered.
Yeah.
His huge debt just suddenly poof, right?
Paid for.
And this also, what does our friend Elie Mystal say almost every time he's on here, talking about expanding the Supreme Court? We have got to right some wrongs in record time here, right? We don't know how much time we have, particularly if we can't do anything about voting rights. It's okay. Look at me. I'm just furiously paging through my okay.
Calm down.
Are you? Are you?
You're gonna jump an octave. This is like a Diane Warren level key change.
Yeah, you're gonna break some glass in here.
Diane Warren, how did she get dragged into this?
She's the mistress of the key change.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not. She's my friend. I didn't know that.
You're jumping a
wow,
octave there.
Too many octaves all at once. Okay, that's fine. Oh, here it is. Brooklyn Dad Defiant, our good friend, said Mississippi has asked the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Expanding SCOTUS is starting to look really important now. Think? Okay. Nancy Pelosi, balls in the purse, pedal to the metal, balls to the wall. Let's go.
Do we need a new song? We're singing about Pelosi's balls.
Yeah, right. Instead of Tom Brady's balls. Yeah.
Okay. Sean can make that happen.
I'm not singing it.
Just Pelosi, dry as you can be.
Oh my God! And this COVID. Okay, so what's Morning Stack? Oh, Hannity furiously backtracks and denies that he pushed people to get vaccinated.
He was in danger of losing viewers.
But he just, it's on tape.
Yeah.
That he said to.
Right.
I never said that.
He said, oh, well, there's been this attempt to blame conservatives for vaccine hesitancy. Yes, because you're entirely responsible, because it's almost entirely right-wingers in red states that are not vaccinated. He said, first of all, I'm not urging people to get the COVID vaccine because I'm not a doctor. That's not what I said. Oh, God. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He said it absolutely makes sense for many Americans to get vaccinated. I believe in science. I believe in the science of vaccinations. Oh, my God. That took one day. How do we know not to trust that, right? I said to do a lot of research. Oh, for God's sakes. Here's the nice thing, lazy people. The doctors and the scientists have already done the research for you.
Yeah.
That's their job. It's their job.
Millions of us were smart enough to get the vaccine. 161 million people. It's fine. Obviously, there's been the biggest experiment in the history of man then, right? Okay.
But our 5G is great.
Oh, stop that.
Shush.
Yeah,
Shush.
that can be used against
right.
us.
T-Pain said the GOP was pro-virus while it was disproportionately claiming minorities. Now that their white supremacist base is dying, they're suddenly pro-vaccine. Thank you. Joe Biden will always be a bigger man than I am.
I'm more along the Carl Frisch lines. I think the polls were showing that the tide was turning, and so that's
What did they say yesterday?
Yeah.
They never do anything because it's the right thing to do. It's because they have to.
Right.
Because of polling, because of donors, because of I don't know.
If they lose half their party over this, they're not going to have the voters, even with their suppression tactics.
I don't think the death of their constituents bothers them. I think it's falling in the polling that bothers them. That's the horrifying part.
I just think that death equals less voters.
Yes. Seth Sheldon Whitehouse was the first one that tweeted the long-delayed. If it makes it seriously better or worse, that we're just like okay.
Vaccinations in Arkansas are up for the first time.
Oh,
so,
good. Oh,
I mean,
okay. I'm out of. As I said yesterday, I'm a human stick. I am out of carrots.
I know.
I'm even shaped like a stick now. I am out of carrots. I am a stick.
I'm glad the vaccination rates are going up because that's the right direction.
Okay. Thank you. Now a warning states.
Well,
40% of the cases are in 3 states.
Now I'm getting bloodthirsty Chris LaVoy caucus. Because, I've always been Medicare for all, and I call Bill Maher out for fat shaming. That, it's... Okay. Obviously, yes, being overweight is bad for, a lot of pre-existing conditions. But it's not... Okay. A lot of thin people had bad outcomes, died from COVID, too.
Sure.
It's not... Anyway. But... Now I'm sort of with Red on Twitter. Insurance companies can raise rates on smokers or those with serious health issues. They should double or triple the rates for those that are unvaccinated. Why should the unvaccinated subsidize the medical care of the unvaccinated? Because, again, that's a choice.
Yep.
Okay. Just saying. Oh, here, Israel. Jacob tweets, Israeli PM Bennett announces sanctions on people who decline to vaccinate. Entry to malls, theaters, wedding halls, etc. will only be allowed with a self-paid negative COVID test. Either or, man.
Yep.
Either or. You pay for your own constant COVID test or get vaccinated, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm all for no admission without proof of vaccination.
Yeah, which is happening in more and more places.
Yeah.
Thank God. Oh, somebody wrote to me. This is good because it's North Carolina where my mom is. Blah blah blah. Oh, here we go. Diane in North Carolina said, I've been on Team Chris. I've really had it with all the COVIDiots that won't get vaccinated. So I was thrilled to get a workplace email today that said our hospital and the other major healthcare facilities in North Carolina are requiring all staff to get vaccinated by September 21st. Yeah. Woohoo. It gave me hope that other businesses might follow suit. Our hospital system already had 75%, but getting 25% more, plus the other major healthcare facilities, it feels like a little ray of hope. I was so excited I had to share, but still on Team Chris. Okay. You bloodthirsty liberal. Yeah, you have to hope. You have to hope that, right? That it becomes a mandate because enough, whatever businesses, whatever are doing it. Okay.
Well, even have you heard about what they're doing with the NFL?
Oh
no,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Explain that. Because
they're going.
A lot of people saying everybody should do what the NFL's doing.
It's going to be identified who has the vaccine and who does not have the vaccine. So if something happens, they're going to be able to point the fingers right at the people who were unvaccinated.
And then find them. Yeah. And charge them.
Well, by the way, that's where, sorry, I care about human welfare, but also like big multi-billion-dollar businesses like that, they have a right to go. You don't have your freedom doesn't include the right to blow up our business,
and
your teammates. You endanger your teammates' health, our staff.
Well, and the messaging also is if people, everyone looks at different people as who they look up to and who they trust. If these athletes are getting the vaccines, that means that that might inspire them. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Valerie wrote from Chicago. She said next week, Thursday, Lollapalooza comes to Chicago, up to 100,000 people per day for 4 days. I predict a big uptake in COVID cases, even though proof of vaccination or negative COVID test results are required for entry. Yeah, I hate to say it. I think it's too soon for these big outdoor things because we're seeing. Is that outdoors? I guess Lollapalooza is also outdoors.
It's in Grant Park, I believe.
But it's just, this Delta variant. What did Dr. Redlener tell us yesterday? Try to get your minds around that. We don't have Dr. Redlener minds, but by the way, he's not just a pediatrician? He's the head of the Albert Einstein School of Pediatrics. Not only is this hitting children hard, but it's also, but he was saying the Delta variant, you get 1,000 times the viral load.
Yeah.
From the original one. Yeah. I mean, that's okay.
It's evolving. It's becoming stronger. It's becoming better equipped to defeat us.
They have rebuilt it.
Yes.
Like my dogs, my bionic rescue dogs, they have rebuilt it. They made it stronger, faster, more transmissible.
The unvaccinated people have done that.
It makes you leak tiny spiky balls out of every pore.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake, stick it in. Stick it in! Do I need to send Margaret Cho door to door? Because I will do it.
I think she'll go. I think she'll do it door to door.
She would say that.
All right. She's a helper.
Yes, she is.
Okay. We have Representative. You know what we used to call, because of our respect for him, Howard Dean, we used to call him Chairman Governor Dr. Dean.
Yes.
Right.
Well, we have Chairman Representative Dr. Robin Kelly coming on from the great state of Illinois.
Yeah.
She's chairman of the Democratic Party in Illinois, a doctor, also a representative.
Yes.
Triple threat.
She knows what's what.
Yeah, we'll talk to her in just a few minutes. John Fugel saying, and of course, Fridays with Frangela, the best medicine for anything. Okay. I mean, do we even need to do a commercial for the Steph store? I mean, the shirts are flying off the right. Look at this. Look at it. Get your face
Look at that.
Get your face up there. Look. We have them for Team Pfizer, Team J&J. We are all Team Vaccine here. We have amazing.
That's right.
And you can get it on everything. Right, Chris? Not just shirts.
Bath mats, shower curtains. You can get it on art, a clock. You can get
Duvet.
a selfie bomb on a clock.
We have Stephanie Miller swag. We have sexy liberal swag. And, of course, all the vaccine shirts. Get it now. StephanieMiller.com. Whee!